Hey guys, good morning. Happy Saturday. It's Daryl here. It's 4 a.m. bright and early here in Connecticut on the East Coast. Okay, granted, I am not a Supreme Court scholar. I don't like doing videos where I just recite the news because, like I said, you guys can go to a much better place and get the news. I spent the last 12 hours looking over what's happened in the Supreme Court and the blowback from Trump, from the states that filed it, Texas and the other 16 states, and what they're saying. And I've read this over and over, and I'll give you guys the gist of my take on this. Okay. Trump, 10 minutes before Donald Trump was supposed to show at the White House Christmas party Friday evening, last night, he canceled. Pouty McPouterson would not come down because the Supreme Court didn't play ball with him. It's just unbelievable. Like I said in another video, Donald Trump really doesn't even have a junior high school kid's understanding of how the Supreme Court works. To him, it's all, like I said before, it's transactional. I did this for you, you do this for me. And he was counting on the Supreme Court. This was the big one, he called it. And in a one-page briefing, Judge Alito and Clarence Thomas just shut it down. Okay, this is the gist I got. Texas and 16 other states, I believe. I think it was a total of 17 states filed suit against basically 4 other states in the way they held their elections. And now this is the gist I got. Like I said, this is my take on it. You guys could correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the take I got on it. Texas and these other states' complaint was not that they caught actual voter fraud, but they complained that these states changed their voting methods because of the COVID-19 virus, which possibly opened up the door to fraud somehow by making provisions to keep their citizens, their people safe in these states. They made provisions for voting, mail-in ballots. By doing this, they somehow made it easier for people to commit fraud. But there is no any claims of fraud. Oh, and one little side note too. One of the lawyers hastily posted about 150 names they claimed were dead people that voted. And on Twitter, people that were on that list that were supposedly dead quickly shut that down. That a lot of these names were from a different state, and it was the person that it was bull. It was a list of, a lot of you guys probably saw it. It was a list of about, I think, 150 names from a Trump lawyer saying that these people were dead and they voted. And no, these people were alive and well, and as evidenced by their tweets. Anyway, so Texas and these other states filed suit against these. That's their claim, not actual voter fraud, as Giuliani and Trump's lawyers, when they went in front of these courts, that's what they said. They said, this isn't about voter fraud. This is about the way they perceive these changes because of COVID-19. They don't think it was. They think it made it possible for voter fraud, and these were thrown out of the courts. But when Giuliani and his lawyers went in front of the cameras, it was all about supposed voter fraud. See, because they knew they had nothing, they had no solid evidence to prove in front of the courts. When they went in front of the court of the public, they lied their asses off and presented a lot of false information. But they knew they couldn't do that in court, and they were shut down in one court after the next, after the next, after the next. So all the way to the Supreme Court now. And the reason that, this is the way I understand it, the reason that the Supreme Court just shut this down right off the bat, one of the reasons was that Texas and these other states would have to prove that the states they were suing caused damage somehow to their state by what they did, by allowing their citizens to vote by mail because of the COVID-19 virus. They would have to prove that that somehow damaged their states. And there's no way they could do that. They couldn't prove anything. So there was nothing to even talk about here. You know, it was shut right down. Now, the amazing thing here is Donald Trump truly in his heart of hearts believed that he could win this simply because he did a little favor, a little quid pro quo. You know, putting Amy Coney Barrett and two other justices, seating them, having the conservative majority on the Supreme Court. He truly believed that the Supreme Court wouldn't go by the Constitution or by the law. They played by Donald Trump's rules because they owed him. That's the amazing thing. He truly, that was his goal. That, you know, and he's not even hiding it anymore. That was his goal. Forget the Constitution, forget the laws. They owe him, and they should vote to keep him in power for 4 more years. That's that. The people that are supporting Donald Trump right now, you're going against the Constitution. You're going against the law of the United States. The Supreme Court said that last night. And now there's talk of seceding from the Union because they want to form their own little country. I'm putting in my own words that abides by the Constitution. Now this in itself is kind of ironic because what they're doing by going against the Supreme Court's ruling and wanting to secede from the Union is against the Constitution. So that right there just is bull. You know, we're going to succeed because we believe in the Constitution and we're going to form our own little government about our own version of justice and freedom. You know, and and it's not even the majority of the United States. So there's serious talk. There's people pushing this. Rush Limbaugh got caught out, kind of. He backtracked a little bit. He started talking. It's something that wussies do, you know? He throws a little gas on the fire by talking about succession. And what should we do now? We only have one path to go down. We have to succeed. Civil war, blah, blah, blah. But when he gets called out on it, he says, whoa. I was just talking about what other people are talking about. That's not my opinion. I was just putting it out there for conversation. Oh, man, if that ain't the words of a wussy, I don't know what is. Let me tell you this. My ex-girlfriend, the Trump supporter, her cat was named Rush. Yeah, now you see why that relationship ended. I don't even know how I put up with it for that long. Yeah, her cat was named Rush after Rush Limbaugh. Anyway, so that's where we're at. And then last night, Trump won't come down to the Christmas party because he's got a pout. The Supreme Court. And so Monday's the day. Monday's the day where the electoral votes are cast virtually. The scary thing. This is something that still gnaws in the back of my head. That Trump and his supporters seem to hint that they still have an ace up their sleeve. And, I don't know if it's just the usual bull, the rhetoric, that we still haven't lost. And if they actually do have any nefarious plans, one of my favorite words when I'm talking about Donald Trump, or if it's just all scare tactics. I think this thing is shut down, and Monday will put the last nail in the coffin. But just the fact that Trump wouldn't even show up to the Christmas party, and now these states are talking about seceding from the Union because they want to uphold the Constitution, when in fact what they are doing is the exact opposite. And that's just a layman's point of view. Let me know what you guys think. I'll be back later with another video. You guys have a good Saturday.